advice would just be to do it. Like, I was anxious before I got on the course on Monday because I was thinking it was going to be a lot more like pulling yourself up and doing things that I would really struggle with, but it hasn't been like that. The instruction's been fantastic. So most of my climbing experience is from, until very recently was working on like traditional square rig tall ships, like the pirate ship type things. And the sector I worked in is sail training, so it's taking groups of kids. So there would have been like 10 professional crew. We would have taken 30, 40 kids out. And the idea is that we're teaching them how to run the boat themselves, and we're just there to make it safe. So it's all for their like, you know, like development and soft skills and stuff like that. And the main part of my job was running the deck and the sails and stuff. So there was a lot of climbing involved and taking the kids climbing and stuff, but it's just a really different setup doing here. So it would mostly, any time that we were taking young people up, it was all fixed stuff. So it's like a rope ladder basically that you climb up, and then you've always got something fixed that you're standing on or walking about on. And then within my job, there were some aspects where you had to get to bits you couldn't access by climbing yourself, but it was all being hoisted and lowered by other people. So this is actually 1,000 times better because you're in control all the time. You're not relying on other people doing what you want. So this has been very different from what I'm used to, certainly. No. I've actually wanted to do it for quite a while, and it's just been one of those things, getting it lined up, and then it was just a perfect opportunity this week. In general, I just didn't think it was going to be, I thought it was going to be more like going up and down ladders and stuff like that, and maybe like going up a ladder and then abseiling down. I didn't think it was going to be quite as much getting yourself, because they have basically taught us like to get yourself anywhere just using your own equipment, which is, yeah, really good and great. Brilliant, fantastic. I think obviously like with yourselves, you can tell just from talking to everyone that everyone's really invested. Like Simon especially, he seems really invested in like diversifying the industry as well, like, which is brilliant. And no, the instruction's been really good. I think you guys have a really good balance as well of explaining stuff, but then also just letting people like kind of dive in and figure it out for themselves. But like, we always know that we're being watched and we're safe and stuff too, so it's like, it's a nice balance, yeah. It can be, because like the industry I've come from, sailing, would be quite male dominated too, and I don't have anything groundbreaking for it. Just like they're going to stay male dominated until more people come in who aren't men. Like, that's the only way to fix it. And I think the best thing to do is to go in and try it. Like, I think it's more intimidating as an idea than generally it is actually going into the space. Like, people are usually like fine. Every now and then you might come across a bit of an attitude or whatever, but it's, in my experience anyway, it's been quite rare. Yeah. And people are generally like psyched about having women involved in the industries too, so yeah. If they do see you struggling and it's because you're trying to be a bit too physical with it, they're there to guide you and explain that it's all just actually learning a technique rather than being able to do like 20 pull-ups in a row. So I think, yeah, my best advice would be just like go for it and see if it is for you. That's the only way you'll know. Looking into a few jobs. Simon's told me to go and try and get onto turbines and stuff like that, and it is actually, it's something I had never thought about literally until this week, but actually I think could be really fun and really great. So it's definitely something I'll look into. And it just seems to be a very diverse course. Like, once you start looking into the things you can do with these qualifications, it seems to open a lot of doors. So maybe just try a few things and see how it goes.